Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, the HD Remaster. And I've returned having removed my curse and having figured out what I needed to do next in this area. So once again we're at half Kagutsuchi so that we can go into the Hell Vault. Now I found the two chests that I could in that area, so I'm hoping that the rest of this guide, I'm using the same one still, will be properly laid out so that it will lead me to where I'm supposed to go. But it turns out that they had one wrong thing in there, but it was really just kind of like a reset of coming back to the same room anyways, so we're going to be just fine. So we're going to continue on from here. As you can see, there is a cash cube and there is more of those chests that we need to get. So let's see. So we get it to half or full again, we go through the portal and warp by going east to find a mystical chest. Now we should have gotten this one as well, because we have gone this way once before. Okay. Warp to the next area by going south to find another Oh, we haven't gotten this one. Interesting. Okay. Alright, this might take a minute, so I'm going to speed this up. Okay, so there's one. Attack mirror, okay. From there, warp to the next area by going south to find another mystical chest. Oh, thank God. Okay. After opening it, warp to the next area again to the south. Get a death stone from the cash cube. Cool. And go southwest to warp again. Head for the door for a cutscene. What's the matter, Sonny? What's your hurry? Everybody runs right by here, not even giving a second glance to a poor old guy on the side of the road. It's a shame what this world's come to. You young folks ought to get your priorities straight. You see, sometimes you just need to relax and pay no heed to the time. Don't you agree? Before answering the old man, wait 3 minutes and choose yes to be allowed into the treasure room. Great. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up as well. Okay, I've even given it a little bit of extra time, so hopefully we're okay to do this. I went ahead and answered responded to a whole bunch of comments on YouTube, so it gave me some time to catch up on some stuff. Okay. Don't you agree? Oh, yes I do. I love just taking my time and sitting here for 3 minutes on this screen. Yes, I do. Oh, I can see that you've been listening. You're in a hurry, aren't you? You should be on your way. Come back anytime if you'd like to talk to me again. Did it work? Is he letting me in? He did let me in. Nice. Another death stone. Whoa. What? 100,000 more Maka? Dude, hell yeah. And we're going to have to wait another super long time for this one. For this one, I'm going to pause instead of speed it up. Alright, so off-screen, Teodi got a level up and learned Life Drain, but I did want to return back because Black Rider getting a level up means he's going to get Mega Dolan, and I do want to see what you replace it with. We didn't have to replace any skills with Teodi, so, you know, you didn't need to see that. Technically, you don't need to see this either, but massive almighty damage to all foes. So I want this somewhere. So I guess this will just, yeah, this will just take the place of Megidola. Cool. That's going to be a very good skill. Okay. I think I'm just going to have you guys stick with me for the rest of this. You missed 2 other fights. Okay, very rude, Mont. Very rude. First off, how dare you? I think they're weak to Zeo? Yeah. Decent attack there. And Garuda's getting close to a level up. So from the last 2 we got attack mirrors, right? Watch this one be an attack mirror too. These guys might drain Zon. I don't actually know for sure if they do or not. They have a high chance to do Avenge. Oh, there was a second there where I got really scared. I think actually right now I don't have any weaknesses. Before I did have one that made me weak to light, but that one was obviously dark. Oh wow, no, we do have that one on. For some reason I thought I put this one on. We're gonna... No, we'll keep that one on. Right now it nullifies dark, and we haven't been running into ones that use light. Not in this area, anyway. So we'll keep that on for now. Okay. What do you got for me, buddy? 5 smoke balls. Not worth the wait, actually. I never use smoke balls. Okay. So, let's see. Yep. Afterwards, warp again by going west and enter the portal. Go back through it again. Okay, west. This way. Yeah, that one leads us down to there. We're supposed to go through it again because there's a little bit more that we need to do here. Okay, so at this point, let's see, now we need to go into a different vault, right? An even number, but not be at half or new, so 2 or 6 out of 8. Okay. Okay, so the next little bit of stuff that I'm going to do is, I may have actually talked to this NPC already, but I'm just going to do this just in case, but this Hell's Maze is, like, not necessary to do necessarily, and I don't know if talking to this NPC is a trigger for us to be able to get this item, but the next bit that we're going to be doing is to get an item called, what is it called? The Afterlife Bell. And it's going to be something that we can use for some specific fusions, I believe. And so we're going to get this item even though you don't necessarily need to. So let's see. Go through the door to the east and east again. Okay. Okay. sound of the bell unites a soul to a body. There was a guy who managed to escape this prison, and that's what he used to say. I wonder what he's doing now. Okay. Let's see. Keep going north until you reach a soul next to the portal. Talk to the soul. Look, another demon who got lost in this prison. Do you think he can find his way out of here? I don't know. He'll probably give up and then run home and cry about it. Yeah, probably. Come on, he can't do that. Think about it. How can he run home if he doesn't know where the exit is? Oh, that's true. So this poor demon's lost and he's all alone? How sad. Hey, you there. If you want to go home, head north. You'll find your way out of here eventually. That's very nice of them. Oh, you're so close. You're bound to find the exit any minute now. But which way is it? North or south? East or west? Good luck finding it. By the way, I know exactly where it is. Oh yeah, you're that asshole. Man, I should have tagged along if only I'd known that there's a way out. I wonder if he's come back to life in a cemetery somewhere. Okay. So I don't know if we had to talk to them to do this, but yeah. At this point, we're going to head to a cemetery. If any of you guys remember, where a cemetery is located, I remember where one is. And that's where we're going to be going. It was actually fairly early on in the playthrough. Okay, I don't think there's anything that I want to replace for this. No. Ooh, I love it when they give me incense. Brilliant. Okay, yeah, we need to go back. Okay, we're going to be leaving this area once again. We're almost done with this Kalpa, ladies and gents. We're almost done. Technically, everything we've been doing here is optional, so you don't have to do any of this. You could actually just move on. Since we opened that door, if we would have continued through that ladder and gone through that door that we opened, I believe we would find our path to the next Kalpa pretty quickly. But yeah, we're just doing this optional stuff, and then we'll be able to move forward. Which, thank goodness, right? And then I believe the 5th Kalpa is the last one, isn't it? Or is there a 6th? Whoops. A little late on that one. If you're anything like me, you're probably sick of this place. Yep, that's the last Kalpa, so cool. So are the Kalpas, remind me, was it Hindu or what? Ginza. Yeah, we're going to Ginza. You could also go to the Great Underpass, but I think that's a longer walk. I think going from Ginza is actually the faster method. Yeah, pretty sure. Pretty sure. We'll find out soon enough. 56.5 hours. I don't know how much is left after... Like, once we do the story stuff, like, the diet building might be one of the final areas. I think there's probably, like, 2 or 3 areas, including the diet building. Could be wrong about that, I don't actually know. Little overkill. Wait, how do I get there? Oh, no, I need to go to Ikebukuro. Yeah. Okay, yep, I had it a little bit mixed up. My bad. So you start the Great Underpass by going east from where we were at, right? And then going through that entire area. And then that takes us over to where Ikebukuro is, which is the base of the... whatchamacallits? No. The Gozu Tenno people. Yeah, exiting here, we should be able to go right to the cemetery, which is directly after coming up from the Ginza underpass, where you meet the mannequins for the first time. Yeah, okay. The Yoshigaya Cemetery. The mannequin over there died. He died the instant he became human. You see, humans cannot exist in the Vortex world. A mannequin that became human? He died the instant he became human. Huh. There is a stain in the shape of a human. Something is in its hand. Will you take it? Yes. You obtained the Afterlife bell. Weird. There is mud left lying around. Oh, mannequins come out of this, huh? The mud is shaped somewhat like bodies. Yeah, because, I mean, they're basically like clay dolls. They're, what are they called? The things that are brought to life from clay. Mannequins are basically those, and I'm blanking on the name of them right now. Golems. That's what they are. Golems. Yeah, sweet 45. Okay, let's read. It's probably a key item, huh? An earthen bell that guides lost souls. So let's go and look at fusions just to see if any new ones show up that are a little bit unique. Oh, there you are.
Welcome to the cathedral. Are you sure? Oh? All right.
Ooh, we can make an Odin. Cool. I'm not even sure how to do the fusions that supposedly we can do with that bell. What are you? Oh, I ran into one of you when I was grinding at the diet building. We'll see more of them. Stasis blade? Probably stuns? Ooh. This is the highest level one we can probably make. Nyx and Garuda. Have to keep my Nyx. She's got to learn Debilitate before we fuse her out. Okay. I don't know how to make the fusions. We'll maybe look at that again later. Maybe it has to be done very, very specifically. Okay, I think we're done with the 4th Kalpa, basically. We can actually, like, try and move forward. Okay, we're 25 minutes in, so yeah, we have time to go through, yeah, I think we're gonna finish this Kalpa. God, I cannot wait for these to be done. I think we can go directly to the 5th Kalpa from here, but I don't know if that's true or not. I recently rewatched all 3 of the Scream movies because they were all on HBO Max. The first Scream movie is still a banger. That movie holds the fuck up. It's still really good. There aren't very many, like, really good horror movies, and, like, yeah, Scream's not super scary, but my god, is it an entertaining show, or an entertaining movie. I love it. I love it so much. It's a stellar movie. Well, that's rude. Yeah, it kind of sucks. It's a mean setup. Should have killed the Chimera in the middle. That is a Chimera, right? Pretty sure. Okay, hopefully this is the last time we make this walk. For the love of God, please. I think if we go into just about any of these Kalpas, so let's see. Half. As long as we just make it to the exit, we get to move forward, right? Yeah. Yeah. And this is the door we opened, so this is new territory. And it's right to the end of it. Oh, yes. There is a peephole. Will you look inside? I will. I will. Happily. Oh, so happy to be done with that. I recommend a guide. Just do it. It'll save you the headache. Some people will vehemently disagree and say, you gotta do it all blind. It's like, no, if it's this frustrating and this tedious, like, come on, a game can be challenging and fun at the same time, and when it's not fun and only challenging in a frustrating way, use a guide.
At last, you have restored all of the menorahs to their rightful places. I promised earlier that I would answer all of your questions, sparing no detail.
We got all the menorahs.
It may have occurred to you that the menorahs were not, in fact, stolen. In truth, my master gave them to those whom he deemed worthy. I must apologize for not being honest with you, but there is a reason.
He was testing us.
If you listen to what I have to say, I am sure you will understand. The forces of light and darkness have fought throughout the universe, even beyond the flow of time. Their battles have affected every living being in existence. Demons and humans are no exception. They have simply been cogwheels in the infernal machine called war. And the war still rages on, even as we speak. However, one individual vowed to put an end to this eternal war. He decided to create a demon of chaos, one that would inherit his will and enter the final battle against the forces of light. The fiends were prepared for the creation of that demon. He believed that by challenging and overcoming death, the demon would become the fruit of destruction. The black hope that we had awaited for so long.
And that is us, the Demi-Fiend.
That is what he and my master planned. The fiends and the labyrinth of Amala were ordeals meant to test you.
Yeah, the fourth one sucked, girl.
One fiend challenged you, unaware of the truth, while another fiend fell to you, dreaming of a future of chaos. Yes, this was all in preparation for the final battle.
So Lucifer's basically just
You have
been...
vanquished all the fiends, and now here you stand, just as he hoped.
Yeah, so Lucifer just basically prepped us to be his warrior against the light, so that he could win the war for darkness, essentially, right? It's a little bit unclear if Lucifer actually counts as more of a neutral entity or if he is a force of darkness. According to kind of like my Western standards of darkness, Lucifer would be seen as darkness, but you know, that's coming from like a Christian viewpoint, right? I grew up in Mormonism, have since become well, I don't believe in anything basically, but yeah. So, but that's kind of like the background I grew up with. So obviously Lucifer is a dark being. So
a demon with the strength to become the champion of chaos.
But maybe in the lore of kind of like SMT, I don't know if Lucifer is more of a neutral thing and darkness is actually like the forces of dark and light are separate. I don't know. It seems like Chiaki's group is the angels joined them, so they value strength, and I wonder if some other entity, like maybe they're the forces of light. I don't know. Somebody help me with the SMT lore here.
So
Fill me in.
will you lend your strength to us for the sake of all who live in darkness? I cannot force you to help us. If you choose to walk the path of a human, then there is no need for you to return here. But if you have doubts about the laws of the universe, about fate, or the providence of the Absolute One, then you should come to us at the very bottom of the labyrinth. There, you shall be born again as a full demon, body and soul. Let me conclude by telling you about a human who has crossed your path. One who is drifting, being kept alive by fate. It is my master's wish that you listen before deciding upon a path to take.
Okay.
The man I am referring to was known as Hijiri in your previous world.
Getting to know more about Hijiri. This is good. I like this.
He died, but as fate would have it, he carried on in the Vortex world. Think back to when you first met him, to when the conception occurred. Hijiri shared the fate of all the others who perished in the dawning chaos.
He was outside? I thought he was inside of the hospital, so he was safe. Did the Hijiri that we met, was he actually dead at that point?
As he was heading to the hospital where you already were, the conception began.
Oh shit.
And his life ended.
So the Hijiri we met was already dead then. And then he continued on in some way in the Vortex world. Okay. See, I thought he was in the hospital already. And that's why he was alive.
Did it not seem odd to you that he was in the Vortex world, unaffected, unchanged?
I figured it was the same as Chiaki and Osamu. He was here. Like, he was planning on coming here anyway. To the hospital, I mean.
It was all because of the mortal sin which he committed.
Okay.
He was a being toyed with by fate, denied the respite of death, and condemned to carry the burden of atonement forever.
What sin?
His punishment was to see with his own eyes all that happens in the world, to record the balance of events through all the ages. A task as endless as scooping water out of the sea with a cup. He was condemned to wander the infinite span of time.
Okay. I mean, in a lot of different, like, lores and mythos, there's usually, like, some kind of, like, infinite scribe type character. Like a watcher of sorts over time, you know what I mean? That kind of sounds like what they're describing as
can
him as
change
being.
the course of his next life by virtue of his karma, but that privilege was taken away from Hijiri. Though his body may perish, his soul will remain unsaved. He must continue on with his task. He lives a cursed, eternal life, just like a demon.
But what did he do to deserve that, to earn that role?
Watch and record the history of the world. Witness the entirety of the endless war between order and chaos. That is your punishment for your unforgivable sin. Do you understand now?
Not really. What was his unforgivable sin?
By the will of Amala, he was given a life of torment and emerged in the Vortex world without realizing that he had died. Soon after, your paths crossed again. That is probably because you have the potential to affect the course of the new world. So by accompanying you, he has unknowingly been fulfilling his destiny. Tragically, he has no memory of his sin, his punishment, or even his death. He believes that he survived the conception and has acted accordingly.
Which is what we believed too.
As for the results of his efforts, you already know the outcome. In the body of a mannequin, Hijiri challenged those vying for creation.
Interesting. So he was running around technically as a mannequin then.
And he lost his body once again.
But he's still around because he's infinite. He'll live forever. So he's still here, somewhere.
He is now on a journey to a new land of suffering.
Oh, fun.
But his will can never be freed, and his sin never redeemed.
Really, girl? You're not going to tell me what a sin is?
Do you want your life to be predestined as well? Or would you rather choose your own actions? If you do not wish to be ruled by destiny, if you would prefer to walk with demons on a new, untrodden path, then please, come visit my master You can open the door ahead with the menorah I gave you. Will you come meet my master?
I will.
Then, we will be waiting in the deepest part of the labyrinth. I will open the way to the last door. Please use the menorah and come see us. We look forward to seeing you soon. Until then...
So we can go straight to the 5th Kalpa. So I'm pretty sure that completing this locks us into a certain ending. So just to explain this to everybody who may not know, and correct me if I'm wrong, those of you who do know, the version of the game that the West originally got was one that included some DLC content, which is this content itself. So I believe that all of this Kalpa stuff in the original Japanese release was actually DLC that came later that added all of this content, the menorahs, the fiend fights, and a new ending, which is the ending that, you know, we get for completing all of this stuff. And the West didn't get Shin Megami Tensei 3, the base game. We never got it. We didn't get it localized until much later, when this DLC was already out, and they also had the DLC that included... I don't know if it's the same or if it's a separate DLC or what, but the Kuzunoha Dante stuff. The version of the game that we got was the Dante version of the game that had this, and it had the Dante stuff. I think it may have been packaged together, or it may have been separate. I don't really know. Somebody help me with how all of that happened. But the point is that the West got the version of the game that always had this DLC content. So to many of us who played this content is just a part of the game. We never got to experience the game without it. There are a bunch of other endings that you can get in the game, but when you do the DLC content, you lock yourself into the DLC ending. So it's a little bit of an unfortunate thing where it seems and feels almost like this is the ending that you're supposed to get, because otherwise you'd be missing out on this extra content completely. But I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Maybe if we don't go and do the 5th Kalpa, or maybe if we finish the 5th Kalpa, we have the option to accept or deny the final ending. I don't know. But I'm assuming that by us going into the 5th Kalpa, that we are locking ourselves into an ending. Somebody help me out. Is that correct? Or am I mistaken in some way? What I don't know is that if we go into the 5th Kalpa, if we have the option still to accept the DLC ending or go with one of the base game endings. I don't really know. But I think we're going to be going into the Kalpa and accepting whatever ending we're going to be getting by doing so. So, yeah, I think that's just what we have to do. Jump in? Yes. Since I've never actually played the game, I don't know if any of that's true or not, so I'm running off of limited knowledge. I was like a step behind those the entire time. Okay. So the menorah that we originally got is the one that we're going to put on this final pedestal. The one that we've been carrying since nearly the beginning of the game. The menorah has been lit. Yeah, I highly advise you all to, I mean, if you're blind to this game like I am and you're wondering how endings are achieved, I'm guessing that since my information might be wrong or misinformed or, you know, whatever it is, I'm trying to, like, yeah, I'm advising you to check the comments of this video for the people who are going to help us figure out, you know, what the actual truth is. If I was right or if I was wrong in what ways. So try, those of you who are commenting and correcting things, try not to put things in that are going to like majorly spoil story content that we haven't seen yet. So that those of us who are trying to figure this out aren't spoiled on major things. That's the one thing that I ask, I guess. Yeah, this whole thing, these spin as well, which is like what's tripping me out right now. I'm like not able to keep up because they're spinning as well. Yeah, we're gonna have to go and heal ourselves. We've lost a lot of health, I'm sure, from that. Okay, the last Kalpa door is now open. We are going to heal ourselves, we are going to save, and then we are going to go straight to the Kalpa and see what's in store for us. I'm hoping that it's not an area, that maybe it's just one last fight, but I don't know. It might be a whole area. And it might be just as frustrating as the last one. And straight back. Man, I recorded 3 episodes today, and they were long. They felt super long, even though each of them is only an hour. Like, man, that Kalpa was just tedious. Okay, if I find out that it's a whole area, we'll probably, what I'm probably gonna do is, explore a tiny bit, because we've only got a couple minutes left in the episode, really, like 10, and, we'll probably end up leaving and doing the diet building next. And then after we do the diet building, we'll probably come back and do the 5th Kalpa. That's a very cool look. Cutscene? Okay, is it a full area, or...?
Took you long enough.
Huh.
Though I suppose you deserve some credit for making it down here in the first place.
Yeah, how does Kuzunoha really fit into all this, huh?
With power like yours, you might even fit right in with the Kuzunoha clan. Be that as it may, the road only gets rougher from here. I'm sure you've noticed the great squall brewing between those who side with the old man and the others who stand in the light. That storm is getting darker by the minute. And we're not the type to just sit back and watch as anarchy takes its course.
Yeah, somebody help me understand who exactly in the game represents the light.
So, Demi-Fiend, I was thinking you could use a detective. No, a mighty fine devil summoner on your team. He's been through quite a few battles himself, to say the least. Well, how about it, new partner?
Yeah, sounds good.
Good answer. Seems like the time we spent here in the Vortex world wasn't a waste after all. Now, while it is standard procedure to either pay off or offer something snazzy to our demon pals, today we let the Mahjong tiles decide.
Sure? What?
The rules are simple. What is it, Raidou? Just like that? Are you serious? If you say so. We will hold 2 numbered tiles face down. If you pick the 9 tile, we give you 1 yen. Oops, it's Maka here, isn't it? We'll give you 1 Maka.
I'm sure that this is like fun references to Kuzunoha's actual Shin Megami Tensei game. What is the one that he's in? It's probably Devil Summoner, I guess, would be the one.
But if you manage to pick the 1 tile, you get an even better deal. A whopping 100,000 Maka.
Ooh, 50-50 chance. Is this set or is this random?
Which tile will you choose?
Tile on the left.
You got a 1? Damn, on top of all our other expenses. I can already see the take on Narumi's face.
Raidou handed Vernac 100,000 Maka. No, I didn't look it up. Shut up. You don't know.
Our contract worked out.
You don't know that I looked it up. Ignore the fact that I clearly paused my recording. And yeah, just ignore it, okay?
I think we ought to know our client's name, wouldn't you say?
State your name. It's Vernac. You introduce yourself to Raidou.
So the Demi-Fiend does have a name. Let's work together and get to the bottom of this case. The war between God and the devil. We really did get in way over our heads.
So in the Western release of the game that had the Dante DLC stuff, did you still get the option to choose between Kuzunoha and Dante, or did we just get Dante? Let me know.
But to ensure the future of the capital, we'll give you every last ounce of power that Yatagarasu has to offer.
Okay, I think this is a whole area. So yeah, let's see. Party. Raidou is there. He's a level 80? Ooh. And he has 4 skills he can learn. So he's got Boogie Woogie, Enter Yoshitsune, Mishaguji Raiden, Hitokoto Storm, Raptor Guardian, Provoke, Endure, and Arbitration. Multiple physical damage to one foe. High physical damage to one foe, high critical rate. Ooh. High critical rate. High electric damage to all foes. High force damage to all foes. Negates end effects on the party. Greatly lowers defense and raises attack of all foes. Okay. User has a slight MP recovery. Endure, survive a fatal blow. Arbitration, soothes an angry demon. He seems really, really powerful. Do I even want to see what his stats look like? Not bad. Strength 25, magic 22. Everything except luck is in the 20s. Very cool. So just in comparison. Yeah, he's good. He's very good. He's very well rounded is the thing, and he's got really good skills. Okay. So I'm gonna go down this ladder just to see. Now, I did know that I would eventually get him in our party. I just knew that because of what I knew about, the Dante DLC stuff that you could get in this game. Yeah, this is the whole area. Okay. So I think we are going to leave, and we're going to do the diet building. I looked it up while I was looking up other things. No, it wasn't about the tile. It wasn't about the tile. Alright, I looked up the tile, okay? It says always pick the one on the left, and that's what I did, and I got 100,000 Maka. I don't even feel bad about it. Don't you dare try and shame me. Alright, anyways. What was I saying? I lost track of what I was saying because I had to tell you all off for giving me guff that you haven't given me guff for yet. Anyways. Yeah, I looked it up, and basically there's a certain area that I found the name of that if we go there, then we can't finish the Kalpa. So we will not go there. We can do the diet building right now, so that's what we're going to do next. We're going to go and do the diet building. That's the next phase of the story. And once we finish the diet building, we will come and do the 5th Kalpa. That's our plan for now. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters Darren York, 7th Son, and ZTD. If you also would like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below. Thank you.